We're going to talk about the passing of not just a hero, but a true legend of snowboarding. Noah Salasnek has succumbed to his battle with cancer. Uh, if you don't know who Noah Salasnek is,
Man.
you should watch this video clip back here or check out his part from TB2 or any of the standard TB series that he was in.
Watch Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, yeah, from Mac Dog, stuff like that. But no,
Hocus Pocus is a skateboard vid.
Yes.
Yep, Ternasky. And some of them boys made it. But that led to the involvement of Mike McIntyre of Mac Dog.
Yeah, and that was 1988 when they came out with that, or 89.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mac Dog didn't want to film snowboarding at all.
No.
Thought it was a bastion in the realm and world of kooks. Dayglow, fucking hard boot realm. And it was to some degree.
It was.
Until our boy Noah came through. You know, there was the Terry Kidwell, Tahoe. There was the Sean Palm. You know, there was Jeff and Tom. And, but Noah.
Chris Roach.
Yeah. This is NorCal, motherfuckers.
The Grass
Valley, yeah. And, but Noah, who'd come up with the skateboarding, he was a legit pro skateboarder for H Street, was the one who...
He had pro models.
Yeah, he was the one who fucking made sure the skate influence was just right there at the beginning in the creation story of snowboarding.
Yeah, he was there. You know, it's funny or interesting to see that Chris Roach got nominated and got the Legends Award. I think this year we'll probably see Noah Salasnek get a Legends Award for his contribution. And, you know, I don't think people understand at one point he was supposed to be on the original Forum 8.
Oh, yeah? No, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that.
And then it was one thing, but, you know, if you
He goes on the Mount Rushmore of
snowboarding.
Somebody said that I'm stealing it, but that's great.
No, he goes on the Rushmore, and the way I look at the Rushmore right now with their legends that have passed, you have Tom Sims, the man that realistically created the snowboarder. Not the snowboard industry, but what a snowboarder is. Mm-hmm. Craig Kelly for the embodiment and the soul of snowboarding. Noah Salasnek for the embodiment of freestyle snowboarding and bringing that to
skate
And then, like I said earlier when we were talking before we were recording, that it's interesting to see the influence of Sims and what, you know, Tom had Craig Kelly first before he went to Burton. Mm-hmm. Tom and then Sims had Noah Salasnek. So Sims really culturally is a brand that we owe a lot to. And we owe it to Tom's ideal of what a snowboarder is. And when you saw his passing, Brad Stewart from Bonfire put up the list of, I think it was 72 or something like that, of what Tom Sims claimed was what would make you a snowboarder. And it was, if you're on a podium, you have to have your high back folded down to show that our high backs fold down. And it was, you know, it was a whole thing of this. But, you know, when Noah kind of fell off the face of the earth with snowboarding in the mid to late 90s, and this last year there was a GoFundMe to raise money because he needed cancer treatment because he doesn't have it. He didn't have any family. He just had some friends, and the snowboard community hit the goal, I think, in less than 36 hours or something for him. I know I donated, I think, $20 or $50, something like that. Well, I mean...
Sadly, that was just 1 year ago, man, and that's the reality of cancer treatment.
Well, cancer
game.
Cancer sucks.
Big C. Fuck cancer, yeah.
Fuck cancer.
And
shout out to my boy Zav over at Vale who just beat
McNichols?
Yeah.
That's the dude.
That's my boy.
Fucking Zav, man. You're fucking strong.
Right? He beat cancer, so shout out to him for beating cancer.
Living every day, you know.
My parents are both cancer survivors. My mom just beat breast cancer. My dad just beat bone cancer, so back to back.
My dad's Lady Teeny, and there's a lot of fights out there.
Yeah,
going down. Fuck cancer, and check out Strapping for Life, friends, and of course, and check out The Internal Architect. His book will be dropping pretty soon if you want to learn more about that fight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
cancer. But alas,
we've lost a legend.
Yeah, we've lost a legend, and the iconic skateboard truck base.
Right.
The most famous. One of the most famous skateboard graphics.
The Noah's Ark graphic.
And the Noah's Ark graphic.
Yeah.
Which is great that I was thinking about that, his name is Noah. It's biblical. It's goddamn, it's so crazy. The Ark, which is to bring the animals into the next phase, you know.
And he brought
skateboarding into the next
snowboarding
to the
he was there. I mean, without him and influence like the Grass Valley
Noah's
guys,
the protector, and he wants
Brian
to make
Iguchi,
it go.
Roach, those guys that brought that skate influence to us. But Noah took it to the next level. In every generation, there's always that one rider that it takes it to the next level. Yeah. And the way I
love he was a pro skateboarder who was like, snowboarding is fun.
Yes, exactly.
Snowboarding is fun.
Well, you look at the guys that started it, and they were the Dayglow guys, and they ushered in the next generation. So that was like the Craig Kellys, and then he brought Sean Palmer, and Sean brought, and then you look at the Chris Roaches, the Noah Salasneks, and then they helped create the Kevin Joneses, and the Kevin Jones is, you know, that ushered in the Travis Rices, and now you look at where we're going, and we've got the Mark McMorris guys,
man,
and you can see
it's cool. We get to see our whole history. You know, it's like we can actually have that.
Well, and the sad but awesome thing is, our legends, our heroes, are still with us for the most part because they're only in their 50s.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And for that first generation, some of them are in their 40s, but
you can see your shred heroes, you know, still.
But it goes back to what we talked about in the last episode about how you don't truthfully die until everyone forgets you. And Noah's not dead. He's in any person that follows snowboarding and understands his influence. He's there. That's what makes him a legend. Is we're talking about him now. We will be talking about him 20 years from now and what he did.
To bone it out, to bonk, to tweak, to smash, to mash, to fucking, you know,
revert.
Oh my God, just
And you look at
so
shifty
necessary.
pokes,
it was so necessary and important.
Indie pokes, indie nose bones, and the fact that he was able to transition from skateboarding
to New Kids on the Twalk
to snowboarding to big mountain snowboarding.
They were those original Alaska go-arounds that was like lawless frontier, dropped off on the top of big shit. No guides, no peeps, nothing, you know, like really testing the boundaries of that shit.
Right. And so with that, I mean, it sucks that we lost him, but I'm glad that there's now another generation that's learning about him.
Yeah.
And as I said, he's not truthfully dead. His influence will live on.
That's a big thing because I remember I went to the U.S. Open in 2004. It was 03-04. I was a youngster, and that year I seen the sticker. Craig Kelly is my co-pilot. Craig had just passed away.
Right.
And, you know, I hate to even admit this ignorance, but I was so young I didn't really know the guy, you know. I didn't know everybody in snowboarding's name at that point.
Yeah.
You know? And I was a young freestyler, and I remember thinking, who the fuck, you know? And Jeffy, too, you know? And, like, sort of these people that, when they passed away, they elevate to a higher thing that becomes my beacon light that I'm like, oh, that's the... shit, you know, like, that's the real thing, and I go for them in honor of them, and, you know, like, it's amazing. I never knew them. They're my, you know, my gods of snowboarding in that way, and I follow and mimic and
to this day
emulate.
Yeah, well, to this day, I still
emulation.
That's it. To this day, as I get older and I'm more into the low impact snowboarding, I still like to tweak out my grabs, and that's a Noah influence. I love doing shifties, and I love doing shifty pokes, and I love doing poke bonks off things and stuff like that. And, you know, I mean, for the longest time, I would do backside 180, frontside shifties, you know.
Yeah.
Just try
yes.
You know, and
for as great of hands as Craig had, just perfect.
Noah
Noah had the wild style, fucking amazing arm style, you know, just so good. And I've been accused of having wild, wacky arms as well. And, you know, man, it's your style. It's the best. You know, that look that's like you're fucking flying hell on wheels, but you're still in control.
Well, see, and that's what everyone says about me with the way I ride, because I put my arms behind my back and get on my back foot and look like I'm just doing a soul turn.
Yeah.
On that,
old Indonesia surf.
Yeah, just leaning back, just railing a turn. But then when my arms come out in the front because my wrists are so screwed up, I look like a giant. I'm like a T-Rex, just like. And my friend Kyle, he said it best. He goes, I spotted you coming down under Super Beat Coffee, so I was going to ride with him. He goes, you're the only guy laying giant S-turns with your arms behind your back, and then you get to the lower part of the mountain, and you're just like,
the tiny arm come out.
I actually want to make a whole parody video called The Arms of Snowboarders.
I do too.
Where I just use the green screen, but I just making all sorts of
Name that boarder by his arms. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they say in skateboard, snowboarding, surfing, all these things. Like, shit, even real sports.
Sports,
you can tell somebody by the silhouette, the Jordan jump shot, the fucking Arnold Palm golf, whatever, I don't know, like the silhouette though. And Noah, I mean,
well, obviously, I mean, look at my logo. It's a silhouette of. It's actually not me breaking a board. That's Chris Damiani. I got to give him credit, but everyone thinks it's me breaking a board, and it's so funny every time I see someone flex a board that way because then it's the silhouette of that image. But yeah, so anyway,
Salaz, man, cheers to you. May you shred on all those billowy pillows that the clouds are made of.